Well, let's give it a shot.
This place is great, really comfortable. I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely. Now, like I said, it was a long time ago. Let it go. Seriously. Definitely more my style than Panama, or Hoboken, I guess. No, if I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. You're right, it wasn't doing me any favors. Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited, really. I really needed a new start. I think you're right. I think I am gonna like it here. It certainly ain't New Jersey. It's my new life. Just like you said. Listen, if you think I can still do a job, what have I got to lose? Apart from the weight. Very funny. Ha ha. Yes, that is a fake laugh, you jerk.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
So let's see how this will go.
Clear. You got this floor?
Sure.
All right, look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso. Nice work. Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Where the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him. Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo. I imagine the elevator doors opening to a firing zone. Where's Bronco? Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys wanted
That was
Boss
pretty
alive.
bad.
Almost as much as I did. They weren't far ahead. Once I opened the door, I'd actually...
Well, that was pretty bad. Welp. I couldn't kill most of the guys during the future data.
Rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
So some of them ended up outside bounds. It's glitchy targets.
It's gonna be all right, Mr. Bronco.
You're okay. You're okay. Come on, get up. Come on, get up.
Still wasn't too bad.
It's okay. Back home, it was time for some R&R.
I'm not too worried about a 4-second time loss. Most of the critical stuff happens around chapter 5. Chapter 5 and chapter 7 pretty much.
Vamos. Chama uma ambulância.
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
And with that, I guess I was ready for bed. Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
I guess. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police, not UFID, but normal cops. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home and then
A couple
I'll
of
get you
days
home some
later,
money.
it was back to work. Ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you!
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
Boom. It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela. She's the good sister.
Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are. Saúde.
Good luck.
place. Carioca, palavra. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far.
So I keep reading some Batman comics during the long cutscenes. In quite many of the classic comics, it turns out Batman usually wears his uniform under a tuxedo whenever he is attending some public party as a Bruce Wayne. So all he has to do is to rip off the tuxedo, and that reveals the Bat uniform underneath. But where does he get the helmet? The comics never reveal that. Or is he wearing a Bruce Wayne shaped mask as well, which he rips off, under which is the Bat helmet? Well, anyway, back to the gameplay.
Seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. The doors at son of a bitch.
Chega! Que porra você tá fazendo? Senta a bola, seu
They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holidays.
I'm always at that club on a Tuesday.
Nice, got the shortcuts. All right. Credits go to C. Jacobs for those tactics, pretty much.
Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Alright, let's hope the shortcut here works. Oh, come on. Well, it was the setup was a little bit slow, but at least I got it.
This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops.
Giovanna!
What?
Giovanna!
Max, over here.
Still lost 10 seconds.
Where were you?
Are you all right?
What do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna
Yeah,
get you out of here.
the chapter 2 in my record was really good.
We're gonna make a quick detour. He's fine. He's right there.
I got it.
I thought that was a pretty smooth performance, but I still lost a lot of time, so...
Put the gun down. Put down your gun.
Next up I have to quit the main game
Seems
to
like I wasn't the
go
only guy
restart the
around
future
here
data
taking his
again.
eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
What's he saying?
Open
My
the bag.
weakness
Show me
was
it's full
the
of money.
drink. Passos was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too. Apparently someone up in the nosebleeds didn't
So
like
let
the
me
game
try
we
a
were
new
playing.
tactic here.
The money was gone, and I was next if I didn't get off that field. The bullets came from...
So instead of going to chapter 1.7, I will go to chapter 2.7 to restart future data. This should theoretically be a little bit faster. Like that. Maybe a second or two faster.
Apparently someone up in the nosebleeds didn't like the game we were playing. The money was gone, and I was next if I didn't get off that field. The bullets came from long range.
Come on, move, Max!
They were well-armed professionals, and I was starting to feel decidedly amateur.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. There's got to be a first aid kit around here somewhere.
I'd been shot more times than I could remember. But this felt different. Maybe fate was sending me a message, trying to tell me my luck was finally about to run out. Or maybe I just severed an artery and was bleeding out like any number of fools who got shot playing with guns. Either way, I was failing fast. Shit! At least one of us had a gun now. That raised our chances of survival all the way from nil to slim.
Come on, Max. Let's go.
The guy with the bag must have got hit. He's bleeding all over the place.
He's not the only one. Come on. I think he went this way.
So this was it. My easy retirement money. My blood-stained 401k. A chance to drink for free while chaperoning socialites around town and making sure the poor people didn't get too close. The brochure sure didn't mention any of this shit.
Come on! Don't give up on me now, bro! Hold on! Wait here a second!
Not a problem.
Eu sabia que essa porra ia dar merda!
Looks like I missed all the fun.
Essa ideia de estado!
Easy there, Grandpa. Come on. Come on.
All right. I wonder why the why the window broke there. Well, anyway.
Getting flashbacks to that wedding we worked in Aruba. Careful, my friend. There's blasphemy in this town.
So what am I, the button pusher?
Yeah, okay, bro.
Never
So
better.
good at it.
Whose idea was this anyway?
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, hey, Daniel.
Just another day at the office, huh?
Bad? Should have known this wouldn't end well.
Could be a lot worse. Didn't even begin well.
Here.
It was hardly a textbook hostage exchange.
I guess I must have skipped that class. Okay, come on. Let's go. Here we go. Let's leave, come on.
How's he going?
Get pussy.
So what now?
You make sure that the right clouds get the money.
Here comes friends. That was Gatecrasher wanting a cheese party.
This is Sao Paulo, brother. It could be anyone.
Something tells me we're heading in the right direction. Sniper rifles and trained killers. Son of a
bunch of
bitch. Great.
You okay?
About the same as before. Looking forward to getting
Yeah, alright, that
shit
makes sense.
Get these Comando Sombra their money. And make sure they know we did not try to trick them otherwise. Fabiana, she won't come back in such good shape.
Caralho, mano, não faço ideia.
It didn't sound like we were the only ones getting shot at. Who the hell had tipped these guys off? I didn't know what to think anymore. This town had more smoke and mirrors than a strip club locker room.
I'm gonna pick up a rifle before doing the future data. Just to make sure I have enough bullets.
Check this out!
You're late to be giving him his last rites to
This flapjack. This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
I'll get you one for Christmas. Come on, let's keep moving.
We've still got a sniper on us.
But I knew what would happen to
Deal with him
Fabiana if
first.
the wrong
Only got
people
one
got
shoulder
paid.
left.
There's no time. Yes, they're all gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written a book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't afraid to quote from it.
Come on. Damn it, I missed him. Yeah.
Looks clear. Let's move when we got the chance. Come on.
It was time to introduce our sniping pal to something more intimate and short range.
Hey, Master.
Look, I'll deal with the guys on the other side of the fence. You take the others.
Whatever you say.
Oh, come on. Ran out of bullets at the no, what the hell? Lying Passos. He said he'd take care of the rest of them.
All right, I'm inside. Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
usually you don't have to kill some of the guys out there, but in that instance it turned out to be necessary. The door won't open, will it? No. Well, that was messy.
Looks like some kind of maintenance elevator.
Where you headed?
I'm going up.
Yeah, something tells me I had too little health.
I'm in.
How's it looking, Max?
It's all clear up here.
Get them off me, bro!
What about the kid with the mask?
Come on, Max! Let's kill, come on!
He's still in the section.
Got one on me!
What's happening, Passos?
Yeah, it was just sloppiness on my part.
Almost out of ammo, bro.
Making a run for it!
All right,
Up there's a booth!
try
There's
to clear
another
you
one!
some space.
Going back in, bro.
Two more! Top of the stands! Got the other two, come on!
You're kidding.
I see it.
There's another one on the other side of the railing!
Alright, I started future data, although I don't really need it
More! In front of me, Max!
until far later.
Come on, Max! Look down this last one! Here, see, Max? Okay, get another one coming up the stairs! Alright, I'm making a run for it! That was too close. I'm getting inside before any more show up.
And clear, Max. Damn, bro. That wasn't fun.
Listen to me, you head for the chopper. We need to be ready to get the hell out of here. I guess I'll stay on the money.
Sounds like a plan. Bit late for a plan.
When is near Automata?
God damn it!
Max?
Well, I did reinstall it
Now we got another sniper on.
fairly recently.
So let me deal with this guy first.
All right, bro. I'm moving too. Stay in touch.
But I don't know.
Place was like Fort Knox.
Hey, Passos. Passos. I've got you on the security camera. Where are you?
I don't know. Somewhere in this goddamn stadium. Jesus.
What's going on there?
I think the guys that came to rob us are coming to finish the job.
Remind me again, who are these fine gentlemen?
Some kind of paramilitaries, I don't know.
Paramilitaries?
Right-wing guns for hire, ex-cops, military, I don't know. They can handle weapons.
I played through Nier Automata
Not now.
some months ago. Or actually, it's been far longer than that. Around the time when it came out. It's been a year already. I never really glitched it all that much.
They shot him.
And it has pretty interesting mechanics, so
Money. Now
of
we've
course
lost
it's
the
an
wife and
option.
$3 million. The boss will be giving us a raise at this rate.
Yeah, that's messed up, all right. Come on. Gotta get out of this place. Take care of that guy in the IT tower. I'll meet you at the chopper.
I'm gonna make a run for the light rig.
If I had to guess, I'd say I might have lost a little bit of time in this chapter
Likely to get Fabiana back now was
because
an
of the
installment.
sloppiness.
Whoever our uninvited guests were, I was about done playing soldiers.
Okay, I'm going up.
Good. Make it quick.
Believe me, I ain't gonna drag this out.
We'd half destroyed Sao Paulo's most hallowed place of worship. Looking back, it was strange how the cops never showed up. But things had a habit of only making sense to me, looking back long after I'd run out of time to fix them.
I see you! You're right on top of him! Jump the railing!
Oh, I gained time.
At least we know where she is. Yeah, fantastic. Another good day's work.
Maybe my sniping section was so good that I gained some time.
I don't know why I did it.
There ain't a light. It ain't a tunnel. It's a hole.
Stopped. I told you to stop. We're fine. What do you mean? Fuck! The fuck! Fuck this! I ain't waiting to see who else shows up. Come on.
Alright. Let's hope this works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You alright?
It worked. Good.
Right around the corner. Let's go this way. Let's go, man.
The bar was right around the corner from my apartment. It only took a few minutes to get back.
So this should be a massive time save compared to my previous run.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that, but I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for, a chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. Up and out, scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I'd thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn right there.
Oops, why did I jump there?
There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you cross the road to avoid.
And they're always one step ahead.
You don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
Pretty smooth, pretty smooth.
Come on.
It feels like my gameplay has improved. I roughly know where all the enemies are.
These chumps have been chopping up cars.
Makes it harder to anticipate what happens.
The ex-cop in me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck?
I'm fine with the leather.
There's plenty here, going begging.
This don't show the blood so much.
How's this look?
What the f... Passos. Well, I still won a lot of time, despite the embarrassing Passos failure.
I've been doing my job properly.
It's always Passos that causes the time loss.
We wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
I'm serious.
In the last run, I failed the future data because I got the Passos game over,
I ain't slipping, man.
and now I fail a combat section because Passos
Bad joke.
doesn't keep his head down while Max is doing his thing.
Ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex.
Well,
Now we can
the run is going good so far. Let's hope I get the sky
That was
jump
it, wasn't
in a
Say the
reasonable
magic
amount,
word
a reasonable
and be
amount of
absolved
time.
your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere.
Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather
Oh, and hey,
worsened, I
Dovan.
caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect.
Sky jump time.
So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand.
This is a bit questionable. Yep.
So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand.
Second try, not bad. But then I fell off the second roof too. What?
I guessed the center of the maze was in this direction.
Yeah, second try with some sloppiness with the roof escape. At the very least, I don't think I lost any time. Then I got to quit game and continue to load everything. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the problem with... Oh, hey, Flavy.
Max? Max? You all right? What's going on? Where's Fabiana?
They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident chump who'd gone into the jungle alone.
Shit, more company!
Sorry, tonight?
How much longer, I don't know.
This ain't looking good, bro. Check this out, Payne.
Sure.
Can't take much more damage, Max.
Hey, where to follow?
Oh,
shit!
That boat is blocking us from the one we need! I can't get a shot on Fabiana's! Nearly there, pal.
Yeah, what about difficulties?
Fuck!
Oh yeah, Dove is asking, can you use these glitches in harder difficulties? It depends on the glitch.
We need to get past that decoy bomb! Down!
I mean, you can't use any future data that requires last man standing or old school, for instance.
We need to move!
And some of the auto-scrolling future data, like in this chapter, might be too risky to use on harder difficulties because you're powerless and you get a lot more damage. So other difficulties might have a little... most skips should work, but some might only work with a little bit of adapting.
Over there, man, over there!
Just drive! I want to see magic!
Yeah, sure, Vervalo. I figured it's pretty late there. Man, the boat is getting a lot of damage.
I think you go if you give us a second. Shit, look out, more of them.
These trucks ain't too friendly, pal!
Maybe you should stop playing nice with them then. We're back.
Nice job. I'm sure they missed us.
I might have to retry at the near the end to replenish the boat's health.
I got an idea. Stop. Hey, that's them.
Almost, buddy, almost!
I'll drive if you can get these boats out of our way. What the fuck? Max, get on this!
Okay.
Jesus!
They got an armada out here!
Oh, shit! Come on, they're right on us, bro!
Just drive!
Fuck!
Alright, that should be it.
Tourist office should get a load of this.
And they know all about it. Shows a different campaign.
Give it some throttle! The place was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire. They were on him again.
See Fabian? Move up on them!
All right. I'll get us a little closer.
Close in!
Just give me a second.
Alright, so I'll retry at this checkpoint. Oh wait. Oh yeah, alright, so let me restart. To get some extra health for my boat. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't survive otherwise.
I'm afraid this shit's gonna come down to more than willpower.
Give me next one!
Gonna hit the pier!
Yeah, it remains to be seen if someone will start running glitched versions of the higher difficulties. Alright, let's hope I get this.
I don't think we ever had much of a
Perfect.
chance. No one told us they had an entire goddamn army. I heard that. Get down behind the desk now.
Also, I'm not sure if that was a late split. But in any case, the run continues.
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save... I know. I just wish I knew what was happening.
Yes. Who has it in for our family? I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us?
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting...
Yeah, at the moment. I wish there will be more runners though.
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here.
The server room is just past those cubicles.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
I didn't have to search for the last guy for 30 seconds.
System, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
We should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick.
I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's. The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan. Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth.
So now I should have future data. Hopefully I packed a second weapon. Yes.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Alright, this chapter went pretty smooth. I'm happy.
I didn't know what the hell I was gonna find up there.
Although, of
but
course,
I
there's
sensed it
still
wasn't
the
gonna be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
the second part of Chapter 6 remaining, but it shouldn't be too hard.
Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Bronco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad. The little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo? Rodrigo? Rodrigo?
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things
Alright,
low-key.
bye Dovin.
But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good would... Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye. Figures. Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
Oh yeah, Lintball team can. Yeah, I saw them yesterday in the chats.
Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head.
Hey Nap
There's
noob.
no way one bomb could have done all this. Unless the place was made of gasoline. This whole joint must have been rigged. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
Alright, let's hope I can survive. Yeah, this area has some really weird lighting on my computer, which prevents me from seeing the enemies very well, but... So, on some run attempts I've gotten killed here because of that.
Rodrigo or not, Fabregas
But
Bronco
now it
was
went well.
falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor.
Alright, this is another trouble spot where I can arbitrarily die. Alright. So this should be a time save. No, I think it's... No, I haven't actually talked about...
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over
The start of chapter 7 is worrying me.
Goddamn week.
In the test run yesterday I got killed there quite a few times. Alright, and now I should have future data, and here are some long-ass cutscenes.
Hello. Hello, Victor.
I'm gonna go away for a moment, but hopefully I'll return before the cutscenes end.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know. Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Boha. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Oh yeah, I forgot to split, that's a good point. Well, now we'll never know how much ahead I am.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go.
So yeah, the start of chapter 7 is... It's difficult and there aren't many painkillers, so I should really try to play the bar section safe.
But then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
Need to retain health at the very first part of the level, and things should work out from there. The second half of chapter 7 isn't very difficult, in my opinion. At least so far I haven't had too much trouble there. But the first half is a little bit annoying.
Come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
At least I'd found myself a tour guide. The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just...
Yeah, but I usually play the bar far too risky. I don't kill all the enemies, I just run past them, and then I have just a sliver of health when I reach the outdoors area. I should really stop doing that.
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então. Você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele. Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Dá logo. Filho da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Eu não sei o que vamos fazer.
Vamos lá. Vai. Eita. Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Sim, vai lá, mostra pra ele.
Alright, and I should have the future data for skipping the last part of the walking simulator.
Perdido, onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
I think I did the chapter 7 shortcut in the warehouse, first attempt on my record run.
I was a dumb American in a place where
I wonder
dumb
if I'll pull that
Americans
off
were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess,
a second time
I
here.
was on my own.
It shouldn't be a very hard trick,
Would have a phone, so
but
I
it
could call
does
passive.
feel like it has a bit of randomness
So
to
I'd
it.
shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Since doing shoot dodges, Max does his corrective steps every now and then
Stuck in a foreign
to some direction. So I noticed that sometimes the trick fails if Max does his animation too eagerly and does some corrective steps somewhere and then misses the jump. So it might be more accurate to do the jump from crouching, like the chapter 2 shortcut is done.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick. I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I
But I haven't tested it, so I'm not sure if I want to go experimenting with it
Why don't you go sit down?
right now.
Choco pra mim. Bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
I didn't hit all the guys though. Well, yeah, that was good enough.
I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra.
Yeah, so now I have painkillers. That's a big difference.
And I just shot up their favorite
In my test run yesterday, I managed to play so badly that I didn't have anything when I reached this point.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest.
Oh, I was worried I was running out of bullets, but I did find some more just now. Come on, Max. It's going too far.
I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some...
Good thing I got that the first try.
I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication. These bastards in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Yeah, this run really has hope.
They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
However, I will restart to replenish my health a little bit. I should still have the future data. But I'm gonna restart the future data just in case. Like that.
It had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally.
Since I used the future data, this may have an adverse effect on my shooting, although I hit the new cutscene. This should fix it in any case, so... Please don't die, Max. You're too young to die.
I had to hope the king was in his
Well,
castle.
that was pretty close. This might be a gold split. That was overall surprisingly smooth.
The spot, I could hear
Might be
raised
one of my
voices.
best chapter 7s.
Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many.
Yeah, it was a gold.
But there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery. If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation.
Come on. What the hell? Yeah, weird lag.
And that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, just had to say goodbye. You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I started to wonder
start
if
future
my
data
luck
here.
was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
Phew. Almost was too late.
I don't respond well to being blown to
Just go for it! Look, I'm a
So I usually don't go by this way. But hopefully it doesn't have any adverse side effects. Where's the last guy?
You got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
Come on, hey, wake up, let's go.
Hey, you got it! Push up!
Alright. So that should be a future data right there. Which will unfortunately leave the HUD glitched. Meaning I don't see my bullet counts all that well during this next part now.
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow. The longer they had us split up, the more chance they had of breaking us off. I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place.
Be cool, okay? Be cool.
Jump should be... I see you, bro!
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
Max, man, I owe you!
Fuck you!
Hey, thanks, bro! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down, can you move up on it?
That's anyone's guess.
What's that? That one guy continued ragdolling quite a while. It seemed vaguely sloppy. But I don't think it was a real time loss.
Very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze! As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste. Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move! Hold it.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Move.
Where are we going?
Well, and it's only the halfway point of the run. Almost. Slightly after the halfway point. I still need to keep up a good performance for another hour.
You killed my fucking son. My boy.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
What? Weird lag. Hopefully it didn't crash the game or anything. No. Yeah, I started doing future data, and the lag hit at right the worst moment, causing the... almost allowing the fade out to complete. That was a little scary.
The morgue. How appropriate.
Excuse me if I ain't had enough guns pointed at me without you joining in.
Hey, psst, this way.
Yeah, my streaming conditions aren't optimal for PC. I have to play at a pretty low resolution, or I mean, I have to stream at a fairly low resolution. It's not HD. And besides that, I get some weird lag spikes every now and then, and I can't offline record either. So in that sense, it would be a relief if what the hell? No ammo? All right.
Find that phone. Nick called.
Yeah, I lost a bit of time there.
There's gotta be a landline in that office, man.
But at least I didn't lose the entire run. Around 30 seconds lost.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
We just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá! Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda! Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda! Cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity. The place was swarming with cops.
Alright, I have to retry there or else the game crashes.
And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools
It's a miracle Max Payne 3 even runs, considering all the things we do during the run.
In their heads too. Giovanna and Marcelo were still
Alright, have to start future
I didn't
data.
hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage.
No ammo. I wonder if that's gonna ruin things for me in this near future. No ammo, and I didn't pick up a rifle. But I think the this helicopter set piece should replenish. Yeah, I get free ammo out of nowhere. Hopefully it carries over afterwards.
Fucking great. I was still alive. And still not all that happy about it. Why did
at least I have a clip or two now.
I thought I didn't deserve it.
Você tá me tirando, porra! Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! Sou melhor que você, cuzão!
I failed the two shoot dodge shortcuts here, which is probably a few second time loss.
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games.
Have to start future data here.
These were the... I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing. but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Now I have two options. I could retry to replenish my health, but yeah, I'm just gonna use my bullet time to... Please, Max. What is this lag? Please, game. Well, anyway. No, I'm gonna do the new strat again. I'm gonna go to the... Chapter 2.7 instead of 1.7. Alright. That should be a few seconds faster way to restart future data than normal. Alright.
No, I don't want to do that. Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this...
In here.
Press F to pay respects.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower.
No, fortunately not. The run continues.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e olhar.
Quem você pensa que é, seu porra?
Alright, now I 100% certainly have future data. What? Oh no! Oh. I thought the bullet time camera glitched up.
You okay?
Yeah.
Which would have caused the sniper to remain alive, which would have endangered Giovanna. But no, I just skipped the bullet time camera for no reason. That was strange. Come on. Bullets.
Oh my god, Max! What's going on?
Yeah, he was...
What's going on?
We gotta get the hell out of here.
He was too busy ragdolling,
Make it, are
when all I needed was him to die.
Till Passos gets here.
This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcelo thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail.
Just check this. We need to get out of the open.
Barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Alright. I kinda wish that I didn't enter the last man standing. Alright, well that second fight was pretty smooth at least.
Are you okay?
I think so.
And I should have future data ready.
Those stairs down.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
Good.
Oh no, well, whatever. Now I have a shotgun, which I don't want or need.
It's okay. I'm right behind you.
I guess the shotgun is my plan B. If I lose all the ammo from my other guns.
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
So here's my shotgun. I almost never use them because I prefer being able to rapid fire. What? Max, please, what are you doing?
You're the one with me.
What? That was a pretty glitchy bullet time. Whatever. As long as the game works. At least in some sense. In the sense that it doesn't crash, I'm just gonna accept all the weirdness. Goodbye, Giovanna.
I can't control this thing!
Oh wait, here you are in the bus.
This driver shoot, sister, right now. I reckon I'm better to shoot. We can do this. Alright, now listen. I'll give you the word. I want you to slam it into the floor on the gas. Drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go. You're doing fine. Just try to stay calm.
I guess the next bit in the game that I'm worried about is the sky jump at the end of the chapter 11. That one I've never gotten entirely consistent, so it might take a few tries, but I hope it won't waste any time.
Good? Yes. That's a handy piece of driving. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Son of a bitch. Quick. Come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the passos. Tell them to wait for me. Now go. Jump. Go.
so there are guys. Right to the jewels. Duke Nukem quotes. I have no idea if that chapter went well. I think there was some sloppiness, but I can't remember how it compares to my previous run.
Unborn child I had just killed for decided to leave without me.
And now a pretty long cutscene.
Oi, Max! Get in! Quick!
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor? No.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know, maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know.
Welp, even more time loss. Yeah, all I really have to do is to be minus 45 seconds to get the world record. If I use the short intro, even the lousy test run I did yesterday would have been a world record. But I don't know, it seems... the short intro seems against my principles, somehow. I look at it like this. Whether I use short intro or not, a run that's up to my standards is, in either case, faster than Flavy's current run, so...
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Deleted bullet time camera.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before
I might stop running Max Payne 3 story mode at that point, honestly.
How to shut off the fuel feeds. I shut down.
Well, I talked to a friend about this situation with the short intro. He suggested that, or one of the suggestions he thought about was starting timing after the intro. So in that sense, after that it wouldn't matter which intro the player chose.
Stale margaritas and greed. So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to...
Well, risky strats. No extra painkillers for Max.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada!
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
That went pretty well.
If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way. I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than
You don't! ¡Coño de su madre!
Sky jump time, almost.
Fancy seeing you here.
What? Completely redundant shoot dodge. That was... I start running too early. Let me drop it there. That's two left probably. Third try or something. Welp. But it didn't end the run or anything, so...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a minor time loss. Even though I may have gained some time from combat, that sky jump cost me a little more time as well.
Fuck, man. He gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
Probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
Pressing 9 drops that two-handed weapon.
You see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups.
So in this level I want to hoard some painkillers.
No one comes out of there.
Because the finale is so shaky and random that I need to have all the painkillers that I can get.
Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Guess I'll try starting future data.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustic. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me. The Imperial Palace This hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. Needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload, checking out by the bag load. Service would be better upstairs.
Please. That was a bit chaotic. Come on.
I knew this.
Yeah, to preserve health, I'm gonna
bigger than the
retry
Broncos,
from
but
this
I only
checkpoint.
had a glimpse of the whole picture, like looking in the mirror in front.
Saving those painkillers is so important to me. Your mom 50 says, did you know that you can speed up the cutscene after chapter 11?
Those bastards were clearly in bed with the crush.
Yeah, I've heard about it from Daniel.
Just had to find out why.
I don't think I've ever seen it in practice.
Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go.
Wow, what's up with the lights?
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare.
Well, now that I think about it, I think Matt 10111 had a video about the fast chapter 12
Whatever
intro.
hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew.
So that's where I've seen it. But I've never managed to do it myself.
I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would.
Oh,
but
that's
I
here.
understood
That's
enough.
Matt
Sometimes a
10111.
complicated problem is best
Speak of the
tackled
devil.
with a simple solution.
Oh, that did a lot of damage.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho!
No, no.
Caralho!
Espera, eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor? For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Maybe I'll pick up the extra painkillers here too.
Call it evidence for De Silva.
Start future data.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time.
Well, couldn't escape the sniper fight. That's how it is sometimes. What? Damn it. I hate those fake bullet time cams. Come on. Now. The epic finale. And now I have, at least now I have painkillers, so all the randomness should be more manageable.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Take a shot. See what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? See your name. What the fuck? My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is. I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. All I know is what I know.
This time it seems like the shaking wasn't all that bad. I guess there is some randomness in that too. Regarding if the shaking happens at just the worst time.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is great. The great American savior.
Alright.
That's right. You think you made
Let's see if I gained any time.
Don't make the city was dangerous. Helping anyone?
Jim, you're stealing people's organs.
We recognize every day. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers, their hearts, their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck. See that?
We get
Why?
people save you. The city. Listen, people.
Listen,
Save.
come with me, man.
I know a lot of
to Brazil.
people.
Be a chance to play the punk. Powerful people. Bosses, brothers, are going to help you out of this profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
What are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Still going pretty well.
Not him.
World record pace.
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Nada tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta eu quero tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocente! Por que é que vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo? Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! E eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Valeu, resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Alright, now I have future datum. Nothing to worry about, except surviving.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Está me achando que era de matar? Por favor, eu te
Ele pegou!
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided.
Alright, and I'm gonna
he left off.
do the same thing as in the last run. I will
And immediately regretted that decision.
pick up the grenade launcher because it seemed to be very helpful against some enemy groups later. In case you're curious, but I almost said Batman. I've been reading too much Batman. Max is invulnerable because of the glitch I just did.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu
Yeah.
Another
Almost
dark,
forgot I had the
gritty
rocket
night.
launcher for a
Another
moment.
police station. Another futile crusade for a men.
I think I'm gonna retry because my health is too bad. This is pretty messy. Somehow I survived.
And of course, they were headed my way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retry here too. Way too little health and all that. What? In best case scenario, the grenade launcher kills everyone.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source.
So that wasn't quite the best case scenario, but
whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
it seems like if you shoot that guy from the side, he dies really quickly. Like from the side of the helmet.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. My eyes and throat burned.
The test run I got killed in this part by the sniper that emerges. I thought it was kind of weird for him to insta-kill me. I wasn't expecting that. Why did Max do a melee attack? Where's the... Oh no. Did someone survive? Yes.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. Something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Paso.
I might want to restart once again.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
That room is pure chaos. No way around it.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh.
Okay, I guess it's time to get future data.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto.
That room went well. Oh. Immediately.
Do you ever know what you're getting for?
Almost ran out of bullets.
Give Rodrigo my regards! What are you hoping to achieve here?
Oh yeah. I think that was the split.
They barred the door. Every last one of those bastards.
I'm not sure if I split correctly. I think that was it. Yeah, anyway, it was a good chapter. Instant roof fall. I'm not sure. It did all happen pretty fast though.
Come on, bastards.
Now let's hope I had activated the future data.
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. There were UFE all over the airport and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, he's shutting down the airport.
After all this, I'm very disappointed if the very last future data of the game doesn't work.
It opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
One of my problems in this level area is that I run past the enemies way too quick. I leave some dudes behind. That, on the other hand, slows me down, ironically. Going too fast is slower. I think I have future data. Yeah, I started it just a moment ago.
Didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. Felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Oh no, he fell down. That's slightly slow.
It was perfect. Everyone.
Starting future data. truly hope this works, because otherwise we're looking at a 2-minute time loss maybe.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right
worked.
into the heart of it. Becker's
I think
gift
being close
forever.
to the door helps.
So he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar. But when was I ever about...
Come on. Still a few guys remaining.
You know, Max, you're just another gringo trying to impose his will on our road.
Well, explosion took care of the last guy. Whatever, I guess that works.
Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging
Almost
my sister.
sub 230. That's pretty insane. Oh, forgot to skip. Yeah, sub 230 would be possible even without the fast intro.
Come on! You've got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without it! It sure ain't gonna cover this! Ay! Shit! That about sums it up. They don't want us getting down this runway! They behave like an army, and they're equipped like one! We're driving into it! That's them! I've been one of them too! This is too close!
Well, that was a little bit late split actually. Well, anyway. Apparently my final time is 2:30:25. I have no idea where all the time save came. I guess the shooting was better. That's my best guess.
Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know, I walk
Well, I guess my work here is done.
With a lift!
My de-rust into Max Payne 3 is now complete. And I can go on to other projects. A part of me is still interested in the score attack category, and now that I've become a better shooter, I think it might be a fun category to try out.
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded.
But yeah, I think I'm done with the story mode, easy, with this run.
Who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political
This run
was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part.
Well, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for my standards. I don't think it had any really major mistakes. That's my goal for any speed game that I do. No mistakes that are about a minute or 2 minutes. Nothing embarrassing like that. I should have actually done this run a month ago already. When I did the 234, I felt like it wasn't up to my standards. But then I was distracted by something else and never continued running. So this is basically me finishing off the project that I should have finished off a month ago. And in the process I also took Flavy's world record, which is always a bonus.